I did an interview with Ross Robinson about a year and a half ago.
Nice.
So right
and you lived. No, I'm kidding.
And I lived. So right before I think you guys started tracking Korn 3. So I got to ask you, when you're hanging out with Ross at his place in Venice with his dog Carl.
Yeah, you know Carl.
No Carl.
Oh, I love Carl. That's the best. He feeds his dog nothing but the freaking dog lives better than most people. You pet that dog's coat, you're like, oh, it's like a silky smooth, like, it's freak. Yeah.
Well, what do you guys talk about, like, right before you start tracking?
Oh, man, I was a new guy. I've only been in the band 3 years. This band is a huge 40 million seller, 3 Grammy winning, huge band. They have fans with tattoos, sleeves, Jonathan Davis on their back. I mean, they're lifers. This isn't just another band. You don't just join Korn. So he wanted to make sure the new guy, me, even though I've done 3 world tours with him and done some recordings before, did John's solo record, and he wanted to make sure that I knew what I was getting myself into. And they started this band, and it was this small little thing, and now it's, and he let me know for sure. I wanted to kill the guy. Every day I wanted to wring his neck, But now I listen to the record, and I thank him, because he just wanted to make sure that we're playing from the heart. He found out I was schooled, and that just pissed him off. He didn't want to have anything to do with a schooled drummer. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I play from here. Just because I have a little bit of knowledge in my head doesn't mean anything. I play like I played on the farm when I was 10 in Pittsburgh. That's just my mentality. And we recorded the whole record in a room, probably 14 by 13. And dude, it was like we would have these speeches before the songs. It wasn't about like, hey, let's double this chorus. Let's make this section longer. It wasn't about that. It was like, put your sticks down, put your guitars down. It was me, Monkey Fieldy, and John, and Ross in the middle of this small room jumping up and down, kicking cymbals, punching things, yelling. It was brutal. I mean, John would leave there with tears in his eyes. I would leave there sweating and bleeding. And I mean, it was intense. It wasn't like, hey, guys, let's do a little rock record. Yeah. It was like, it was on, So we would have these full-blown therapy meetings before we go on. Like, okay, why are we here? What are we giving today? Why are you here? And then we're like, I'm here to... No, why are you here? And he would keep saying that, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm here to play the best... No, why are you here? I'm here to bring the... Why are you here? Like, it was just this... To get deep inside your brain, and it just would freak you. And right before you get ready to snap, and you just run away, he would say, roll tape. And you're like, I don't want to roll tape. Yeah, we're rolling tape right now. And just, I mean, if something looked too comfortable for me to play, it'd make it uncomfortable. It was just the most bizarre, and I've done 70-plus records in my career.
Yeah.
And it was the most bizarre thing I've ever been a part of. So, but I wanted to kill him during the process, but now that I have the record in my hand, I love the guy. I want to thank him.
Did he ever tell you to turn off your brain?
Yes. Shut everything off. Leave all your problems behind, leave everything it's all about exuding the passion, exuding your heart, and pouring it out.
The last song on Korn 3, you can hear Jonathan like kind of crying at the end.
That's the real deal.
So what were the therapy sessions like? What did you guys talk about?
Everything from like what was on people's minds. If John would come in with something bothering him that day, the song would come out like that, and that was a heavy day. Holding All These Lies is a very special song. I don't think John could listen to it the whole way through. We have videos. If you get the deluxe edition, there's videos that go with it, and you can see him and Ross like a foot away from him, just looking into his eyes, and it's heavy, man. I still get chills when I watch the video. I can't get to the end without getting that whole chill rushed down the back. It's crazy.
So I know those guys. I mean, those guys started with Ross.
Totally.
So from your perspective, how has the dynamic of the relationship with the other guys? How did that change with Ross in this record?
Well, I think, to them it's like a family reunion. I've only been in a band 3 years, but to them it's like having Ross back was just like the family reunion. Like, he's just a few years older, and so, yourself, like longevity of bands, they don't last much 5-7 years. They peak and then they kind of go away. To have a band still going strong for 17 years is like amazing. So Ross wanted to bring back that whole attitude and mentality of like, look, we're going to bring this, we're going back old school, because you get comfortable after a while doing so many records and owning a nice prestigious studio. He says we're going to go in a room 14 by 13 and go back old school where nothing escapes, nothing gets away. And I think that's what you hear on the record. There was no click tracks. We did all the drums to 2-inch tape, so there's no punch-ins, no fixes. It's very minimal overdubs.
Wait, you did it in Venice, right?
No, we did it in. No, we didn't do it at Ross's. We did it in the Korn studio in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, it was intense. It was.
So, what's it like for you coming from Pittsburgh? Obviously, you've done a ton of records before you even joined Korn. But how was it for you adjusting to a band that sold 30 million records?
Well, it's like I said. It's I can play with as many. The David Lee. I played with David Lee Roth for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And Van Halen was one of my biggest influences growing up. So being on stage with Diamond Dave every night blew me away. So I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of good gigs. I just got out of Army of Anyone right before this band with Robert and Dean from STP and Richard from Filter and I've been in a lot of vastly different gigs. Primarily I've been living playing sessions. So you have to play jazz one day, you have to play polka, you have